Enable effective integration between them. Once satisfactory integration is achieved at the national level, this could be further expanded to bilateral constructs. Here, two nations could formulate suitable cooperative structures. This means of incremental integration could be taken to the sub-regional and regional level through multilateral cooperative structures. For such a method to be efficient, different layers such as those at the national, bilateral, sub-regional and regional level should be able to function independently as well as within one another simultaneously. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would like to mention that the concept of cooperation is not new to the region. Cooperative initiatives have been in vogue among countries of the Indian Ocean region for some time now. Capacity and capability building, information sharing, operational interaction and training are some of the aspects around which activities of maritime security cooperation have been undertaken. A functional example of evolving regional cooperation is information sharing mechanisms that have been put in place in the Indian Ocean region. This is emerging as a great enabler for assimilation and analysis of information. I am happy to note that we have made admirable progress and there is an increased level of cooperation in information sharing amongst nations. Further, we have also made progress in increasing our engagements at sea. The bilateral coordinated patrols are an excellent first step towards enhancing interoperability. The Indian Navy is also undertaking EEZ patrols with friendly countries based on their request. These endeavors present us with opportunities to enhance the scope and scale of cooperation on the operational front.
To bring together like-minded nations to evolve and formulate collective responses to emerging challenges in the maritime domain. It also provides us an opportunity to communicate our viewpoints in a forthright manner and collectively shape a favorable maritime environment for all our countries. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indian Ocean region covers a vast swathe of the globe from the Suez in the west to the shores of Pacific in the east. This region has progressively gained center stage largely due to the potential impact on its regional dynamics on the international geopolitics. One can claim with considerable assertion that the future of the world will be shaped to a large extent by the political and economic interactions between stakeholders in this region. Since the Indian Ocean seamlessly connects the principal stakeholders, these interactions are bound to occur frequently in the maritime domain. These interactions again are not a new phenomenon. For millennia, the maritime domain has influenced many socio-economic and cultural aspects of the littorals in the region. However, in recent times, the imperatives of economics and the sovereignty have come to shape the relations between countries. In terms of economics, impact of the Indian Ocean has been substantial. The region has become the critical conduit for international shipping, including transshipment, as well as transcontinental movement of raw material, goods, and oil in particular. Fishing continues to support a large segment of the population, both by way of employment as well as by forming the primary source of proteins in their diet for the fishermen and the families. The seabed has emerged as the futuristic and abundant source of relatively pure minerals and thereby adding to the ocean's economic potential. The progress achieved in the efforts to harness clean and renewable energy sources through offshore energy farms add a whole new dimension to the possible economic and strategic impact of the ocean on the countries of this region. Whilst it's good that the compulsions of globalizations have enabled economics to shape transactional relationships between nations, opaqueness in strategic intent and incoherent behavior by certain nations are preventing these very relationships from evolving beyond their transactional nature. On land, the unresolved borders and riparian disputes, which are predominantly a legacy of the colonial era, are some of the key causes of conflict. Further, this impasse in international relationships is a product of many causes, such as ideological differences, political insecurities, economic dependency, technological dependencies, inequitable access to resources, geographical imperatives, and so on. The net impact of these differences is that trust deficit and tensions between the nations continue to persist on account of perceived challenges to sovereignty despite positive economic interactions between them.